There isn't a Magic deck in the world that doesn't have a ton of interesting options. Playing around answers is just as complex as choosing which answers to use, maybe more so. I agree, and a lot of aggro is about playing in advance of what your opponent can do. I'm just addicted to the feeling of being on the ropes and at low life and desperately trying to figure out if there's a way to answer every possible option. And so often against aggro, you get these games where you just... Or so often when you're playing aggro, you get these games where you just win. And, like, where's the tension if you just win? Don't you need to lose first? And then turn it around into a win? Oh, you love the stomps. Ah. I love the stomps when I'm, like, stomping because I answered everything my opponent did, I guess. So that's sort of like the control version of a stomp. Alrighty, opponent, what are we doing? The opponent's sitting over here at 78%, so I'm kind of wondering if they're just conceding their way down into the lower brackets. It is perhaps fitting that they are showing off a pet that's asleep. I like very close and exciting games in tournament play, but if I'm doing 10,000 games on the ladder, let me stomp some nerds. I can possibly respect that. The asleep pet is when you mute them. Oh, like when you mute your own pet? Or... I don't think I've muted them. Or is that somewhere in here? You have emotes off, which is muting everyone. I don't think so, right? Don't I have to click this to disable emotes? Oh, no, there it goes. Now it's on. Opponent was asleep. It also falls asleep if they're disconnected. Oh, interesting. Got the urge to sneeze, but I know if I do, my back's gonna hurt. Do you untap the Forsaken Crossroads, opponent? Nope, they scry. I take that to mean that I am allowed to play my hasty 4/4. Works for me. Should I have played this Kazandu Mammoth on turn 1? Did I have that option? Was it in my hand? Shambling Ghast? How am I supposed to do anything about a Shambling Ghast? I assume, for starters, I'm supposed to play this creature that has Trample. This Faceless Haven not making green mana feels pretty awkward right now. Ambitious Farmhand, Vanishing Verse, Shambling Ghast. Alright. We're playing against some interesting shenaniganry. card. I imagine I'm supposed to hold up Snakeskin Veil here. I'm going to be really disappointed. I was probably supposed to play Kazandu Mammoth. Well, maybe not. Let's play this land now. I have absolute faith there's no way the opponent's going to board wipe me. And then I'm going to just draw cards with this Werewolf Pack Leader and have stuff to do with my mana. You know what? This actually technically isn't getting board wiped, is it? The Snakeskin Veil actually does protect me from the board wipe. I'll take it. Oh, I don't have enough snow permanents. Oh, now I do. Right. Never mind. Sweet. Everything worked out fine. Nothing was ever bad. Right? This is... Yes, the forest is the source, so it's 2 snow mana. So we do get to draw a card with Werewolf Pack Leader. Ooh. Wow, Lupine Harbinger and actually getting to foretell it's kind of sick here. This is working out surprisingly well. Yeah, you definitely make me discard a Blizzard Brawl opponent. Okay. I guess I could just try to win here, probably. Makes sense. A single white, that has to be the blood token, right? Okay. Works for me. Tokensy nonsense, huh? I assume Vanishing Verse is just a very good removal spell against us, though. Rude that things actually can kill our Old Growth Troll. I feel like the fact that I saved the Werewolf Pack Leader instead of the Old Growth Troll actually turned out to be extremely excellent, so I'm going to pretend I didn't just forget that the Old Growth Troll was dying because of the Shambling Ghast, and that was all intentional. Well, Toski definitely isn't good against Meathook Massacre and Shambling Ghast and Vanishing Verse, so that's not coming in. Snakeskin Veil, Inscription of Abundance. I feel like Blizzard Brawl probably isn't stellar against this. I mean, I guess it was good against City Stock Connoisseur. But, like, I kind of feel tempted to just remove the Blizzard Brawls and play more Snakeskin Veils and Inscription of Abundances. Possibly, like, all the Inscription of Abundances, since it can actually be used as a combat trick to avoid the board wipe. And then we still, like, technically have removal spells. Do you give Trample Tenacious Pup? You do. That's pretty valuable. What do we... What happens to stuff like Wedding Announcement if a Vorinclex is in play? It just keeps making 1/1s forever, right? It doesn't disable it from doing things, it just stops it from transforming. I do feel like we want a lot of trample. I just don't know what I want to cut, because I'm pretty sure I want Inscription of Abundance and Snakeskin Veil. I think I probably want to trim Huntmaster since it's the least trample-y card. I don't think we want to cut Pup because it gives trample, but we don't have more than 2 Pups anymore. We cut the other 2 to play the Unnatural Thingy-ma-namer. Ooh, this is tough. I definitely keep this. I really want to try to play turn 1 Pup into turn 2 Pack Leader. So if I draw an untap land, I don't think that I can afford to not play turn 2 Pack Leader, though. I definitely want to keep it. I just don't know if I was supposed to, like, play the turn 1 Pup on the hope of an untap land. Yeah. Well, I think Sculptor of Winter does kind of decently here. Shambling Gusto. Shambling Gust. Well, I'm definitely very scared of a board wipe. Okay, can't block because that actually does 2 damage. Sweet. So if I play Ulvenwald Oddity, they double block with Shambling Ghast. I choose to only kill 1 Shambling Ghast. They get a treasure. And they missed a land drop, so the treasure is kind of nice to them. But I think that's better than just, like, playing Pup Pack Leader. And we will choose to deal 4 combat damage to the Shambling Ghast. Right, trample. You think they choose to give -1/-1 to the Ulvenwald Oddity because they don't pay attention? Oh no! Oh no, I'm sorry, opponent! It's easy to just automatically assume you had 2 Shambling Ghasts die there. It's really easy to assume that. Just go to stack the first trigger and not realize you're not getting a second trigger. Okay, so... I think we just play this Mammoth as a land. I think we swing with Oddity. I think we play Pack Leader. I don't know whether I was supposed to play the Pup before the Pack Leader and not hold up the Inscription of Abundance. If I was supposed to do that, then I was swinging with Sculptor of Winter. But, oh well. Yes, so you have, in order to do damage to their face, you have to deal lethal damage to all the blocking creatures. And if I dealt damage to both of the Ghasts, then they would get to kill my Ulvenwald Oddity with 2 -1/-1 triggers. I didn't want that to happen, so in order to not kill the second Ghast, I had to deal all the combat damage to the first Ghast. Yes, that was intentional. I didn't want to let both Ghasts die. Killing exactly 1 Ghast did the most damage to their board state while losing the least. Oh. Well, can't really stop that. Exile doesn't really care about how much power and toughness I got left. But I can choose to fight the Blood Artist here. And then I imagine that I am supposed to play a big Lupine Harbinger to draw a card with Werewolf Pack Leader. Now, if the opponent wants to block in a way that kills this Sculptor of Winter at this point, I think I'm okay with that. They don't have enough mana, and our board is big enough to get out of the way of a board wipe at this point, I think. I guess they could actually play, like, a white board wipe instead of a black one. But I don't know that they have room to play those. But I'll certainly be sad if they do. If they want a -4/-4 everything here, that is why we made the Lupine Harbinger bigger. Yeah, I don't expect that they run much in the way of board wipes other than Meathook Massacre. That's typically the board wipe. Okay, let's see here. What happens if we Inscription of Abundance kicked? They block Pack Leader. They take 7, 8, 10. Not quite lethal? What happens if we swing with everything, pump Pack Leader, and then give it +2? Does that make a difference? I don't think so. So I think we swing at Lolth and everything else goes face, because I don't think we have lethal here. But I might be missing it. This only upgrades... Oh, this upgrades to 5. So 10, block, 12. 10 block, 12? Wait, do we have exactly lethal? 10 block, 12. I think we have exactly lethal. Right? And block 12. Yay! 13 apparently. Cool, I can't do math. On-curve Wedding Announcement. Does Wedding Announcement make creatures if you don't attack? Or does it... I forget, it's got like 2 things that it does depending on whether you attack, right? Okay, not attacking makes creatures. And then attacking draws cards? Alright. It seems like a curve. Two attackers draws cards. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess with most of the stuff having trample, I'm trying to figure out if Unnatural Growth feels like it makes that matchup better, or if they just remove all of your creatures, and that's... So playing a sorcery speed pump spell kind of just plays into how they're already winning. Okay. It's gotta feel real bad to use removal spells on Old Growth Troll that don't exile. Kind of bummed I don't have one more land here, because I could, like, totally go get Vorinclex. Am I supposed to be mana efficient and just play out Pack Leader and Huntmaster? Probably. My innate desire to foretell Lupine Harbingers is probably incorrect, and I'm probably just supposed to overload the opponent here. But what if we got 2 Vorinclexes? I think at least getting 1 Vorinclex is probably right. I don't think I'm going to get the second, and I don't think I want to deck thin myself from Lupine Harbingers. I can get a Toski. Toski's hard for black-red to kill. Nah. We get big, chunky creature. Biggest, chunkiest creature we can find. I guess I could have also gotten the 6/6, huh? Oh, now I don't have 6 mana. Rude. Wait, I do? Oh, removes non-mana abilities? Oh. Okay. Should I attack with the Werewolf Pack Leader? I get to draw a card. The alternative is play Vorinclex, swing for... I guess I can play Vorinclex and swing with the Pack Leader and just let them kill the Pack Leader. It's kind of disappointing. I don't think I want to lose the Pack Leader just to draw a card. So if I pump the Pack Leader, I can foretell Vorinclex. If they don't block the Pack Leader, or I can foretell Lupine Harbinger. If they don't block the Pack Leader, I can just deal 7 and then play a post-combat Vorinclex. It's kind of boring, but I think I'm probably just supposed to do this. Oh, okay. Post-combat Vorinclex feels a lot cooler when I have an Unnatural Growth in hand. Alas. It's a weird way to highlight those, but okay. Use some trample. We foretell Harbinger. That starts getting bigger. Oh, Vorinclex doubles the counters on Lupine Harbinger. That is extremely good, yes. Okay. I do not want to sack this land. I will happily play a land. I will happily play my Vorinclex. I will happily swing with both of these. If they want to steal my Rahilda stuffs, they can. Oh, first strike. You. Okay. Well, opponent, you get to steal something with Rahilda. None of my cards are really very good against Vorinclex, though. Play with Fireface to scry. Very well. I appreciate that there are folks putting Play with Fire in their Magic the Gathering decks. I think that's adorable. What happens when you die? Enchant forest you control. Okay, so they don't get forced to put it on my forest. So should I make a 8/8 wolf or a 12/12 Vorinclex? Both are lethal. Which is better lethal? I think 8/8 wolf showing off the doubled Vorinclex is probably better lethal. Okay, so from the looks of it, Infernal Grasps make me expect that the opponent's probably on a what's the name of that card? The multi-kicker ETB vampire that casts spells from the graveyard. I should learn the names of spells. Blizzard Brawl seems good. Ranger class is probably fine. It's kind of annoying that all of our cards seem decent, because it makes it tricky to find something to cut. I guess we can trim Ranger class. I don't know. Better lethal would have been play Growth, pass, and win with 400/400 Harbinger next turn. Perhaps. Perhaps that is a form of better lethal. When Jund snags Old Growth Troll with a creature side of Valky as a forest, it's super punished because they get to tuck the troll under a land and Valky procs again to steal a creature. Wait, run that by me? they get both back under their control? Valky comes back as the aura and gets the ETB trigger. Got it. I thought that was saying they got a troll on their forest that buffed it and got a Valky into play that got another trigger. But that is not what was being said. Oh my. This seems like a problem. Wait, I can't Snakeskin Veil. Wow, I can't Snakeskin Veil their creature. I'm getting out werewolfed here, huh? Wait, what was that? Oh, this ain't going great. Okay, Kazandu Mammoth goes away. I don't even know what I want here. I definitely want to have a better chance of drawing untapped lands. So assuming I draw an untapped land, I can play Kazandu Mammoth, Snakeskin Veil. I guess I play Toski because it's technically a blocker. I'm just gonna let them punch me with Rahilda twice. It'll be eject. I should have gamed first, but running away seemed more entertaining. Yeah, okay. That means I think I need Inscription of Abundances, and I'm no longer certain I can actually afford to play Snakeskin Veil if I need room for Inscription of Abundance. Okay, we're just gonna hope. Take the play. Okay, Sculptor of Winter on 2 seems reasonable-ish. We will need more lands, hopefully, but I guess Grizzled Huntmaster does potentially get us a land, or we could just draw lands. That works too. In fact, I don't really have anything to do with the Sculptor of Winter, so I think I'm probably better off playing Pack Leader now that we drew the 3rd untapped land for Old Growth Troll. Alright, we'll just keep drawing lands. That works for me. Okay, what's your scary 4-drop, opponent? Not a scary 4-drop. Cool. Okay. Blizzard Brawl seems like the best possible draw. I was going to attack with both and just trade with Werewolf Pack Leader ability, but yeah, it seems better. We'll attack with both, draw a card, more lands, seems excellent. Grizzled Huntmaster. We can't quite get Vorinclex. We're not guaranteed that 6th land. So I guess that means I probably just have to get an Oddity here. Seems like the best card in this spot. I'm not a coward. We're gonna draw a land. It'll be fine. There's no possible way this punishes me. I might win the game before it even matters, to be honest. I don't hate getting Oddity, I just... Why get Oddity when we can get a Vorinclex instead, you know? I figured there wasn't much of a chance we were going to play the Oddity this turn, with it being the turn that we want to Inscription of Abundance. We could also just draw Blizzard Brawl, I guess, sure. You go here, me gain life, this creature fight here. And then I guess that's lethal. See? Getting Vorinclex completely correct because it was a totally irrelevant decision and I got style points. So, it worked. Has fetching the Florahedron from the sideboard for a land been relevant yet? No, but we did board it in at one point when Blizzard Brawl was just so terrible it wasn't worth having. Oh no! My opponent's got a pup. I probably should have actually looked at this hand before I kept it. I saw 3 lands and hit keep, but this does look kind of awkward. Oh, they're not going to attack? Really? Oh, hey, I found a 2-drop. It doesn't trigger pup, but it is a 2-drop. Right? It doesn't? When you cast your next creature spell. Okay. I will also not force pups into mutual violence, opponent. I respect your original decision. Oh, okay. 2-color snow. Ambitious. Oh. 2-color miss your land drop. Not the best. But I feel like Vigilance Old Growth Troll with the +1/+1 counter is probably fine. I'm gonna just keep playing spells. Seems good. Highland Forest here to demonstrate exactly why 2-color snow is ambitious. That would be a little bit of a mean concession on my part, wouldn't it? I feel like I could discard all 3 cards in my hand and I would still feel favored. It would be narrow, but probably still favored. Okay. I didn't even get the opportunity to untap and concede. Let's see. We want an Inscription of Abundances. Those felt good. The Unnatural Growth seemed fine. Grizzled Huntmaster seemed important. I could foresee myself trimming Pack Leader. Maybe like a Harbinger on the draw? I think we want mana. We're once again in that situation where it's just really hard to make cuts when every card does a thing. You know, I'm having the terrifying realization. Does the youth even recognize what these symbols in the top right are supposed to be? I guess modern GUIs do have symbols that look pretty much like that. They're not exactly the retro font, but okay, yeah. The kids must know what that is. I'm not that old. Not yet. Anyway, back to making these tough cuts. What do we just cut more Pack Leaders and more Harbingers? Why not? I don't know. I was about to answer, but I guess I'm not a youth anymore. That's the pain, isn't it? Eventually, one day, everyone realizes they're not a youth anymore. I'm afraid you're wrong. Oh no. But that's nothing new. The kids only understand mobile UIs. Wait. So it's... If it's 3 letters, it's GUI. But if it's 2 letters, then it's just UI, right? You don't pronounce it Yui at that point. I think? Oh. Okay. I like a ranger class. Wait, hold on. No, I probably want Sculptor of Winter. Abbreviations are weird. But you're trying to convince me that parents nowadays aren't buying their kids desktops? Wouldn't that just mean that the parents are bad nowadays? Pronounce Yui as GIF. Or did you mean GIF? No, I needed that. That did a thing. I was kind of relying on that to make my cards relevant. Like Curve Out Harbinger and Unnatural Growth. Now the Ranger class is actually kind of awkward. Rude. Oh, you meant GIF. Gotcha. It's pronounced Chewy. I don't know that I can actually handle this little pupper at the rate that it's growing. I guess I can play Lupine Harbingers, attack, and then Unnatural Growth and try to block with an 8/8 and just hope they can never answer that. But they're just going to play a removal spell on my Harbingers and I'm going to, like, instantly die, huh? No attack. No removal spell one time! Please, opponent! No! I feel like things have gone poorly. Well, hold on. Can I play Old Growth Troll here and not be dead? Jump block, block, pump, take 4. That's not pleasant. Jump block, block, gain 4? Not technically dead. I guess maybe like I'm not technically dead yet. I think I gotta let them draw 2 cards here, because I need them to put the +1/+1 counter on this 3/3. And then I do this, and I kick it, and I do all these things, and then I fight this 3/3 after the counter's already going there, and then I can block the other werewolf. This hurts a lot. If opponent wants to just activate the... Yeah, do that. Spend 4 mana to do 2 damage to my face. Wait, what? Why am I dead? Oh, because I already had damage on it. So I needed to block this 4/4. Okay, that's fair. I guess I didn't want them to activate the ability that put me to -1. It was more than 2 damage. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. That's a mistake on my end. Wait. Didn't I put in more... No, I didn't put in more Snakeskin Veils than that. Yeah, I suppose that is a bit of a monkey's paw, huh? Is that a punt? No. That's the first time I've ever learned about combat damage, so it's not a punt. It's only a punt if I should know better. I can't mulligan this many fight spells. What, didn't buy that I've never played with combat damage before? It has been a while since it came up that combat damage and trample worked like that. You're a judge, you should know how trample work? That's not fair. If I'm a judge, I should know how everything works. But that isn't how that works, right? Don't lie, you brought Teamer Aggro to a PT once. I continue to believe that none of those decks were technically aggro, even though they were the most aggressive decks that existed in the format. That's not technically aggro. This is a problem. My opponent's just gonna play a fight spell and I'm gonna die, huh? Maybe they won't play a fight spell. They didn't play a fight spell. Sweet. Okay. Well, I think I can win this. Well, we can play Faceless Haven here. Alright, so we fight spell. And we fight spell. And we do 7 damage, and suddenly we're ahead. Okay. In no way am I in danger of flooding out here. Oh, the werewolf ability to become a 5/3. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Okay. Is it better for me to kill this Halana and Elena before it puts counters on the Tenacious Pup? Or should I wait until my turn when I can kick Inscription of Abundance to actually put counters on Mammoth? Better to kick a 3/4 pup isn't relevant. Well, depending on what we top deck, being able to spend our mana next turn could be relevant. I'm willing to believe. We'll play around flooding out. Nah, it wouldn't have been lethal. All right. Mammoth threatening lethal with this other snow-covered land. It's kind of, sort of difficult for them to kill. That's a lot of chump blockers, though. It's also a lot of lands. Okay. As tempting as it is to play Unnatural Growth, I imagine since Mammoth is lethal, it's going face. So it's probably better to fire up Faceless Haven attacking Arlen, force the other wolf to die, than to play Unnatural Growth. Okay. I wonder if I should be happy that Arlen doesn't get to put counters on stuff and instead has to make mana? We live in a very strange world where I have drawn a single creature, which is not quite how I think this is supposed to go. Alright, what you doing, Arlen? Gonna be a 5/5, gonna punch me in the face. Okay. It's only 11 damage. I can live with that. Oh, it's only 13 damage. I can live with that. They choose not to go for that. Okay. That's a concern. So they chump block with Pup. Have 5/9 damage. I chump block with Faceless Haven. Oh, I don't know about that, opponent. I do not think you want to let me kill the Storm Charge Slasher. Okay, so if they don't attack with both, that's got trample, this gives trample. Alright, opponent, do you attack with everything or do you play it around a removal spell? Yeah, I thought so. I guess we needed to draw more creatures, probably? That does seem to be where that game was leaning.